everyone, I'm Trey Rich and you are watching The Buzz. On today's show we have Efren Ramirez from Lightyear. In our studio we have from AGT, the Clairvoyants. And in our artist spotlight we have Ayanna Lee. And finally, we stop by the Jurassic Park Dominion premiere in Hollywood. It's an awesome show, so let's roll that intro.
Hey, what up? It's your man Nelly, and let's get buzzed.
Before we get started, we want to send a congratulations to Britney Spears, who recently got married to Sam Asghari on June 9th. Britney got married at her Thousand Oaks home, and it was reported that she didn't invite her family. The only member she did invite was her brother Brian, who was a no-show. Britney's been on the outs with her parents and sister since her battle to end the conservatorship heated up last year. The singer has threatened to sue all of them, and her attorney Matthew Rosengart is currently trying to get Jamie Spears to sit for a deposition. But with all that drama, no one expected this bit of drama at her wedding, as her ex-husband of 15 minutes, Jason Alexander, showed up and supposedly he had a knife on him. Britney's ex-husband tried to crash the wedding but was tackled by security and later escorted off the premises. We wish Britney well in this new chapter of her life. First up, we have Efren Ramirez talk to us about his role as Diaz in Disney's Lightyear movie. Now, Lightyear is the origin story of the popular Buzz Lightyear toy who came to life in the Toy Story movies. So let's go to infinity and beyond and check it out.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Why don't they answer? Hey! Shh!
The robots.
The what? What is happening right now? Alicia?
Oh no, that's my grandmother.
But, Socks, how long were we gone?
Meow, 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 meow. 62 years, 7 months, and 5 days.
What?
I gotta tell you, when we think about the Toy Stories franchise and all the Toy Stories pictures, those are based on the toys of these characters that have been created. In this case, right, this is based on Buzz Lightyear, the astronaut. So, for all the parents who want to take their kids, they could take their kids to watch the life of Buzz Lightyear, the astronaut, and his exploration. And then after that, they can move on to doing Toy Story, which is interesting enough because that's exactly how Andy got started. If we remember correctly, Andy is the boy who collects all these toys, and he ends up having this desire of wanting to have Buzz Lightyear. So, but he was influenced by having to go to the movie theater and watch the movie Lightyear. Who would have known that years later, decades later, now they're making a film, Lightyear, on the actual astronaut. And for me, I'm just very lucky to be a part of it. And from the beginning to the end, the action, the adventure, the jokes, the humor, and this robotic cat, you know what I mean? How do you say no to this? Well, it's like you work as an actor and you do different jobs throughout the years. And I never could imagine that I would be a part of the Buzz Lightyear world. So when I got invited, I thought, like, really? This is my direction. I get to work with Captain Lightyear. What an opportunity. Okay, don't mess this up. So the first thing I was thinking about was having to find his voice, and having to understand who Airman Diaz was and is. And one of the opportunities I was able to have was to go to JPL, which stands for Jet Propulsion Laboratory, where you get to meet the science engineers, tech engineers who are behind NASA, who really create the rovers and talk about quantum physics and all that. And I thought not only am I learning my profession or what they do, but one of the most important things was teamwork, how everybody was in sync with each other. They had to be really connected to understand the importance of their mission. And I realized that was one of the most important things in Lightyear itself, was teamwork, was the fact that, you're going to make mistakes, but it's okay. You're not alone, that everybody's learning this together. And you think about inclusion, you think about diversity, you think about humanity, that, we're not alone in this fight. Everybody has problems. We all struggle. but if we do it together, we're gonna be okay. And that's one of the great things about this film, is that, you know, when Buzz Lightyear says to infinity and beyond, he's really exploring new worlds, and like wow, I get to be a part of this. As not only Airman Diaz, but even as the actor, like I get to be a part of the Pixar umbrella to say, yeah, let's tell a great story.
Lightyear is in theaters next week, so please go check it out. It's one of many summer blockbusters to hit theaters this summer. Next up, we have AGT's Clairvoyants in the studio with Danny, so stay right there. The Clairvoyants are one of AGT's standout acts, and they are currently doing a residency at the AGT Las Vegas show at the Luxor. Danny has them up next to talk about what they have going on and a surprise new addition to their show. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, it's Danielle DeLate for The Buzz, in studio here with Emily and Tommy, better known as the Clairvoyants, one of my favorite acts from America's Got Talent. How are you guys today?
Hello, thank you so much for having us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Yes. Did you ever think when you first went in to audition for America's Got Talent that you would be part of the AGT family now, touring all over the world and now performing in Vegas of all places? I mean, it's quite incredible.
It is. Like, as you say it, I'm like, wow, a lot of things happened over the last years. Of course, it was always a dream being part of the family and performing, especially in Las Vegas. And now this dream has come true, and it's just amazing. And we love it every day. We're like, yeah, it's real, it's real.
And you know, when we started on America's Got Talent years ago, you know, you just try it. You give your best, you try it, of course, you're super nervous, but when you see, hey, the judges love it, the audience loves it, and then on social media, everyone at home loves it as well, you just, you know, you go for it, you give 200% to make it better and better. And I think all in all, we already performed 13 times on America's Got Talent, AGT, so that's amazing. And now being part of the live show in Vegas, it's really like a dream. It's getting a reality.
Yeah. And how long are you in Vegas until?
So all in all, it's 1 year. We started last November, and it's gonna go through October. And we have 5 nights a week, 2 shows a day. So it's quite intense, but it's awesome because, you know, people come to Vegas, they wanna have fun, they wanna make party, they wanna see finally the people they voted for on AGT over all this time, and meeting them in person. And for us, it's amazing because we get to meet our fans, and the other way around, I think, as well. It's awesome.
And really, the show is amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the best acts from the last years of America's Got Talent. A lot of winners there. They put it together. It's beautiful. The theater, it really, it's big. You know, everywhere like screens and LED and great music. And really, Simon Cowell and his whole team, they did a fantastic job to make the show as big and as great as it is.
Yeah, so if anyone's in Vegas from now until end of October, you have to check out the AGT show at the Luxor, one of the best in town.
It's the best, I would say.
Yes. Can you talk a little bit about your show and how every night is a unique experience and working with the audience?
So for us, basically, it really is every night different because we work with the audience. You know, I go into the audience, I get objects from them, and Amelie is trying to guess what it is. And we also do an act where everyone in the audience is involved. Everyone takes out his phone, they go to our Instagram page, and we have a kind of prediction hidden there. So that's fun because it really is every night different. And especially in Vegas, you know, we have kids in the audience. That's always fun. We have
people
the late
from
show,
all over the world,
party
basically.
people there. We have like all kind of different audiences. So
sometimes you get to speak German and French and English. So it's kind of cool for us too because like people come from all over the world.
Wow. And mate, before I was talking to Bobby, our producer here at The Buzz, and he was saying to me, I wonder if you ever have a night where you aren't feeling someone in the audience or you can't pick up a connection. How does that work? Does that ever happen, or are you've always got someone there?
Well, you know, we're human beings, so we are not perfect, and I think that is good the way it is because it just, you know, people can relate to us and they feel like, okay, they're kind of normal people too if I get an object not like 100%. But we've been doing this for over 10 years now, so we're kind of really well connected, and even though if we don't talk to each other, we know what it is about. It's just, it's really awkward, but it's amazing. And I do believe that it is something that is good for the audience because everybody likes to be perfect, likes to look perfect in this world now. And if there is something that's not 100%, I think it's totally okay.
And especially with America's Got Talent live in Las Vegas, you know, you get to know the people a little bit more because we have video packages. They explain our life before America's Got Talent or the journey through America's Got Talent. And I think that's a really nice thing because you get to know the people a little bit more. And at the end, you know, we love to see humans on stage, you know, and what they experience and what they can give and what they do for us. Yeah.
And with your gifts, I will say, that you have, is it something that you can turn on and off, or is it something that, you know, when you're going through a crowded venue that it can be overwhelming, or, you know, how does that work?
So what we do, we always say, you know, it's a show, and we want to focus on the show aspect. So we give on stage 100 and 200% to make it perfect, but in private life, we try to be a normal couple as possible.
Yeah. No reading each other's minds.
Sometimes it's better, sometimes, especially a lot of people ask me after the show always how it is to live with a woman who can always read my mind.
Yeah.
And it is?
It's wonderful.
Yes.
Perfect.
Right answer.
And they always ask also about the lottery numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we played once and we won. $2.75, so that didn't work out that well, but
but we tried.
Yeah, because it's interesting because I have friends who are artists, you know, dancers and things like that, or a singer, for instance, and a lot of people, when they find out they sing, they'll say, oh, sing something right now, or dance right now.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that some people would be like, well, tell me everything, right, like on the spot.
You know, sometimes it happens, but then we say, you know, we just do it on stage, what we do, and we don't do it like when we will go off stage or when people meet us in private life. Like I'm always like, what's your job? What are you doing? I'm accountant, so can you do my taxes now, please? Like
that would be nice.
I wouldn't ask that. So we love what we do. We see it as like it not as our job. We really, really love it, but we don't want to do it everywhere because we don't want to, you know.
At the end,
keep
you
it
know,
special.
it's the connection between Amelie and me and the audience, and basically it would not need more than the two of us, but that was always our goal. We want to make a big show out of it. So it can be in a theater with a couple of thousand people, and until the last row, everyone is kind of part of it. And that's why if we show something, you know, we want to have our big stage, we want to have our costumes, we want to have the whole package to make it as beautiful and as big and as amazing as probably most of you saw on TV.
And talking about the show, it has evolved somewhat over the years, and you now have a new member.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, it's a little furry friend. I'm talking about an animal, of course.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No. Although you have kind of the same hair.
We have the same hair.
We were talking about our dog. His name is Mr. Coney Hundini. He's part of the Clairvoyants family since 2017, so shortly after HET happened. And in the meantime, he's on stage as well. But I have to say, we would have loved to bring him, but he was like, no, it's my day off.
It's day off, but he gave us here his collar.
Yeah.
He said, you know what, there, bring his beautiful collar here to the show.
And
there's
he
his
told
name
us,
engraved. Mr. Coney Hundini.
Hundini. And can you explain what Hundini means as well?
You know, Hund is in German dog.
Yeah.
So, and there is a great escaping artist named Houdini, and that's why we're kind of, let's mix it together and make Hundini out of it. And,
But
you know,
since he's in the show, everything changed, right?
yes,
Amelie?
because we used to get a lot of presents after the show when we came to the dressing room, like champagne and flowers and chocolate, and now it's dog treats and dog toys and, you know, lots of stuff. And the other night we got a really awkward present for a dog, a book.
A book.
Which is, why would you give a book
celebrity
to a dog?
flops, like things they went wrong with here. Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, Gordon Ramsay, and so on. Lindsay Lohan, there, like Jennifer Lopez. 130 pages in there, but it's it's Coney's favorite book.
Oh,
Can you
wow.
imagine?
I mean, maybe he's learning what not to do.
But
Yes,
maybe he can
that's correct.
do something even if he's not here. Okay, here, his name is at least here on his tag. I will leave it here. And you know what? You're going to help me out. Altogether, we have 130 pages. Okay. You can select any page you like. Whatever you say, that's the page we're going for. Totally up to you.
Okay, let's go for page 99.
99. Oh, very nice number. You want to change, or you want to say no? 99 it is.
Oh, 99 it is.
Okay, yeah.
that's
Just
what I
wanted to
thought.
make sure. Let's have a look. A 52 would be Eminem.
Oh.
Well, nice.
They like that, yeah.
Here, what? 76 Heidi Klum.
Oh, that's
yeah,
very
that would be
America's Got
nice.
Talent. Yes.
Here, what? 86 Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, yes, we like that too.
94, 96, and here we have it's a double page. 98 and 99. Can you read out loud who it is?
Tom Cruise.
It's Tom Cruise.
Oh, we
That's
just saw
nice.
a really good movie.
Yes, we just saw Top Gun. So, but Tom Cruise actually is Coney's favorite actor.
Yes.
And maybe it's coincidence, or maybe somehow Coney influenced you. But can you do me a favor? Can you take his tag? Yeah. You see where his name is engraved?
Am I allowed to pick it up?
Take it, yeah.
Okay.
Take the whole thing and turn it around and read out loud what's engraved on the other side of the tag.
Tom Cruise.
What?
Tom Cruise.
Coney did it even though he's not here. It's crazy.
Like, how did this, wait, how did you,
What?
how did he do this?
I don't know how he's doing that.
Yeah.
Coney might be upstaging you. He might.
I know. Yeah.
His powers are pretty strong.
I know.
even
He's
if-
amazing.
I mean, he made it perfect. He's not here, but he can still
Here,
perform.
I feel him with
He's
us
doing
too.
it. Great,
Long
Lord.
distance mind
Yes.
reading.
So the next time we'll tell him he has to come with
Yes.
us.
Yes, yeah. I mean, one day he might be his own act. Will you be opening for him?
Yeah.
You know,
So we will retire one day and
Yeah.
just do the management for him, and he's gonna rock the stage. Yeah.
you know, we got second place on America's Got Talent, so maybe he gets the first place. You never know.
Yeah.
Simon Cowell loves dogs.
Yes, so we've got to bring him back. Another act. Yes, I would love that. I'm still stuck on this. By
Yeah,
the way.
I don't know
That's
how,
totally okay.
how
yeah.
Coney is doing that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So what's next for you?
So now Vegas, of course, it's the big thing. We'll be there till October, and then we are back, touring in the United States, but also in Europe with our full-length show, and that's a lot of fun. It's basically 2 hours of us doing a lot of things. We're doing, of course, mind reading. Coney's in the show. We do illusions, like kind of classical illusions, but we put a new twist on it. So that's quite interesting.
Tommy has a really nice manipulation act. There's like about the sleight of hand.
Yeah, I studied a lot the last couple of years.
It's a very, very, I wouldn't say it's like very mind reading based. It's like a lot of different stuff. All the stuff that we love to do, we just put it on stage.
Oh wow.
And we work a lot on doing things online, because on our Instagram page we did a lot of videos, or we produced videos. They're coming now step by step, where we show some magic with the people watching our Instagram feed, and that's also a lot of fun. We do fun videos with Coney.
Yeah, because people
They love
always
him.
think that we're so serious, the clairvoyants, they're so spooky and serious, but in private life, we're kind of crazy too sometimes, and that's what we put on social
Sometimes.
media.
I love that. I can't wait to see where you go to next, where you evolve to. I can't wait to see the show with Coney involved.
Yeah.
And it's funny because
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here and I'm also thinking, I asked you about when you auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd be here? But when you two met, did you ever think it would turn into this? Or maybe you knew you were going to meet before you did. Who knows?
Well, I always kind of went with the flow, Everything that I liked to do, I did, and then together we did it, and it just developed, There were so many small steps before we did America's Got Talent, and then this huge jump with HET, it was just, bam, mind-blowing. So even for us, that was something we couldn't really foresee, but Tommy always had a feeling, because I remember a couple years ago we were sitting in the theater. We are performing now in Vegas, and he was like, "Oh, Amelie, that would be a really nice theater for us." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, it's pretty big." And he was like, "No, that's perfect." And now we're there performing every night.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
I think when you really, sometimes you see and you know that's something good and it will go into the right direction if you think into the right direction. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you for stopping by the studio today.
Absolutely.
I always have so much fun when I get to interview you, and I can't wait, like I said, to see the next steps. And you guys are just so talented, but also such a beautiful couple with beautiful energy.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. Have a wonderful day.
See you soon. Yeah.
Wow, that was crazy. Like I said, you can see the Clairvoyants in Las Vegas at the Luxor through October, and check out their Instagram to see them in a city near you. We still have a lot more show to go with Aiyana-Lee and our artist spotlight.
Water is harder to breathe on. I don't want no smoke.
Ayanna-Lee is a rising R&B artist who recently released her debut hit co-project Wednesday's Child Side A earlier this year. Ayanna was recently called the one to watch by Elton John on his Rocket Hour podcast, and she is ready to establish herself as an R&B star as she prepares to release another EP by the end of 2022. Her most recent single, Gangster of Love, is out now, and she just dropped a new music video. Let's check her out.
Hi, my name is Ayanna-Lee, and I am a singer.
Hope floats, head underwater, it's harder to breathe on. I don't want.
I mean, there's so many facets to it. You know, I'd like to say I'm a creator. An artist, I think, is a kind of term that it's an umbrella term for a bunch of other things that you can create under that. So, you know, writer, someone who likes to, you know, express themselves through music and different other visual art forms, you know, including music videos and, you know, the kind of visual aspect to it. I think there's so much that you can do in this space that, you know, you don't have to necessarily have just one thing. But yeah, artist umbrella term. Yeah, we have quite a few singles. So one of them is Gangster of Love, which that was, you know, it's incredible to kind of see how much love that's received. And that particular song is just a different kind of perspective on what love is and what a love song is supposed to be, you know, because like we said with mainstream, you know, everyone kind of creates what mainstream is. And I think in that same sense, that's what this song is. So Gangster of Love is really about, you know, owning love and being in control and setting boundaries in a relationship. I think you can be in love and at the same time still know who you are and still love what you love and not be, you know, kind of become the other person's twin. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like when we spend so much time with someone, we can become them or let them take advantage of us or not see the red flags when you're so involved in that space. So Gangster of Love is just one of those songs, at least for me, I've found, you know, a lot of confidence in and in love, you know, which is a completely messy, crazy world in itself. But I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of this project. It has so many different kind of layers to it. This whole EP, each song is a kind of a different subject and a page out of my diary, which we're just completely exposing and being like, okay, this is the reality of the situations I've been through, you know, without editing it, without, you know, trying to make it look like I'm perfect. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we overanalyze our own work and say, oh, what are people going to think about, you know, this facet of me or this facet? But we were just completely honest with depicting how I felt, honestly, in a raw way. So for me, music is therapy. You know, putting something, it feels like you're putting a bit of your essence into a song. So when you put your essence into a song, you know, there's just different parts of you that's being showcased. And artistically, we got to paint a picture. You know, we got to paint a really cool picture with the words and with what we had to say, and also visually, then taking it to a visual standpoint of trying to tell a story. And through each video, we have so many different storylines and so many different characters and things that are happening that I think with the lyrics of these songs, it's so important to kind of depict. So yeah, I don't know, this project was something else, child. It was a journey for sure. And now with the next part coming out, it's kind of, you know what the really cool thing about this project is is that we're kind of releasing it in real time. So as these situations are progressing, you're getting the next, thing. So they're very, very fresh situations that have happened. So that makes it very exciting when I get to perform them.
I don't give myself the credit I'm due. Told myself nobody love me like you. Told myself nobody love me like you.
Side B, which is coming very soon, probably in July, which I'm very incredibly excited about. July, it's going to be a great month. We have a lot of music videos that I'm working on literally as we speak, like about to get shot and done, which I'm incredibly excited about because they're a very different side of me that people have not seen yet. And the storytelling is really, really sick. And I'm doing shows as well. I'm opening for Drew Hill and then doing a show with Lucky Day and all these incredible other artists. So I'm very excited to finally be able to, post-pandemic, be able to perform again and get to perform this project and seeing other people's interpretations of the songs and what experiences they've gone through. And it's funny because someone actually tattooed one of the lyrics with my handwriting the other day, and I was like, damn, that's so wild to me that we've, that there is a community that loves this music and, has gone through the similar situations that I've gone through. And as an artist, I started as a fan of music and loving what other people had to say and being like, oh my God, this person understands what I'm going through. So for me, if anyone feels less alone listening to my music and understanding and, relating to the project, then that's the best feeling in the world, whether that's one person or 40 people or 1,000 people, So you can follow me on Instagram, and that's AIYANALEE official on Instagram. And you can find me on YouTube. It's just my name, AIYANA -LEE on YouTube, and you'll find all the music videos. And then I'm on all streaming platforms. You can listen to Wednesday's Child, Side A right now, and Side B is coming soon. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for having me also. This is such a pleasure, and actually leaving the house to do interviews is really foreign right now because usually it's a Zoom interview, so this is crazy that there's a whole setup. I'm like, damn, not the lights. I mean, the light that I have for my Zoom is literally the daylight, and you can see everything's just not giving. It's not giving, so if you've seen my Zoom interviews, shout out to y'all. But yeah, this is actually an incredible studio. Shout out to the art designer, but yes. That is the social media. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you guys follow along the journey. Hi, my name is Ayanna Lee, and you've just been buzzed.
Wednesday's Child Side A is out now on all streaming platforms, so don't forget to take a listen. That's all we have. Special thanks to Aiyana-Lee, the Clairvoyants, Danielle DeLate, Efren Ramirez, and AGT. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and double tap us on Instagram, all at @buzz_access. Before we go, we were at the Jurassic Park Dominion premiere, and we're going to leave you with that. I'm Trey Rich. Love and light to you all.
I came into it late, but I had the welcoming arms of Jeff, Laura, Sam, and BD, who I worked with a lot. And then I had the new people, Mamadou, who I worked with a lot.
Incredible.
In a word, incredible. Yeah. It's incredible.
And it also, it makes it so real. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a Jurassic movie because we're on screen with Laura Dern and Sam Neill.
Yeah, and
Jeff
secretly
Goldblum.
we're always hoping that maybe they would be okay with what we had done with Jurassic World, but them joining the Jurassic World Dominion is like the ultimate validation. It's like not only are we so excited, but it's an affirmation that they were okay with what we had done, which is pretty great.
Wrong answers only. How is your character wrapping up?
Oh, she lives. That's all I'll say.
What? Was that a spoiler? Maybe. Spoiler alert?
Maybe.
What?
I lived in the last one, so it's whatever,
Okay, whatever. So talk to me about filming that final season, or that final scene.
Filming that final scene for me, honestly, speaking personally, it was a relief because we were the first production to go back into business after the pandemic. And at first I was really scared, and then when we were done, or I was finished, I was like, wow, I did that. I'm gonna keep making movies. We're gonna keep doing this. I'm still gonna keep acting, thank God. So yeah.
That's a beautiful little full circle moment. And speaking of full circle moments, you are no stranger from these movies. So looking back at your time.
For more stories and extended clips, go to thebuzzallaccess.com. I'm Trey Rich, and you've just been buzzed.